We Love Katamari REROLL plus Royal Revelry, released June 1st of 2023. Available for all modern platforms. Retailing for $29.99. This is a modern-day remaster of the second Katamari Damacy game. Originally released for the PlayStation 2, this was a sequel that was very much more of the original. But where the first game was mostly about getting to a certain size in a time limit, the sequel is more inclined to see how many of a particular item type you can collect in a level. So your main goal is often not simply size, but rather how many flowers you can collect, or some other arbitrary item. You do get levels that have concepts wholly original to this game, such as trying to help a sumo wrestler get large enough to defeat his rival. Also, your reason for doing things has changed a bit. In the first game, God got drunk and misplaced all the stars. In this game, you find a lot of regular people who want you to make Katamaris for various reasons. Almost as if you're answering prayers. But really, the reason you're doing things doesn't matter. You're just here to roll things up into balls. Much like the original game, things start off pretty small. But before too long, you're taking buildings along for the ride. Being a remaster that strives to be true to the original release, everything is still presented in a stylized, low-poly fashion. And of course, like the first game, there is just some wonderful music that perfectly sets the tone for what you're doing. However, there is more here than a remaster of a PlayStation 2 game. You also get the Royal Revelry content. This is a series of levels where you play as a young version of the King of all Cosmos. And these levels are much more challenging and have much tighter time limits than your average levels. So these levels serve to be more of a challenge, kind of master levels, if you will. If nothing else, these provide us with some new levels, which are very nice to have. And playing these new levels does make me hopeful that we will have a new Katamari game before too long. So is this remaster of We Love Katamari worth your time and money? Well, it's a $30 game that can be completed in about 5 hours. And if you're inclined to really do everything, you can double that to about 10 hours. And no, this is not the most challenging game in the world, but rather a rather relaxing experience. Something that I enjoy playing and coming back to when I'm stressed out about something and just sort of want to zone out for a little bit. Just relax while I listen to a quirky soundtrack and roll up low-poly models. So yes, I absolutely recommend We Love Katamari. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.